Hi folks, this is Vicki from patternprincess.com. Today I'm going to show you how to work the ripple stitch. This can also be called a chevron stitch. I do have a previous video on this showing how to do the chevron stitch with a single crochet. And when I did that one, it was starting with the peaks. So I started with the peak first and then ended with a peak. On this one here, we're going to start with the valley first, have the peak in the middle, and then the valley on the other side. So it's done a little bit differently when you count your stitches and do your end stitches. And of course, the other video that I do have, it's in single crochet, and I do the back loop single crochet on each row on that one. So you want to make sure that you check that one out. I will make sure that I have a link to that in the description for you so you can get that too. Plus, I also have a free written pattern on patternprincess.com for that pattern. Now, I'm also making a blanket out of this stitch here, and this is a treble crochet. And again, I'm starting with the valley first, and then the ripple, and then the valley. And each section here is 4 treble crochet stitches. There's another 4 here, another 4 here. So it's 4, 4, 4, 4. And what's different is the valley is treble crochet 2 together. That's done twice. And then on the peaks, we're doing 2 treble crochet in 2 different loops. And so then that's repeated all the way through. So I'm going to show you how I've done this stitch here. And I should tell you, because I have 4 stitches in the middle here, and those valleys that I talked about, and then the peaks, and then the starting chains, and then what I have to count on each ends, my stitches are 14 times 2, because you want to have on both sides, and then plus 4 is going to be for the ends, for your turning chains and your ends. So you're going to have, my sample size is a total of 32 stitches. I'm actually making a blanket right now that is 172 chains long, okay? Because I wanted to make sure it was nice and wide, nice sized blanket. So I am going to show you how I did this. So I have a chain of 32 already done here for you. So when you treble crochet, you normally have 4 on the end is your turning chain. So we can do that right here. So we're going to count in 1, 2, 3, 4. That would normally be your turning chain if you had a treble crochet. So therefore, I'm going to start in my 5th chain from the hook. I'm going to yarn over twice, 1, 2. When you do a treble crochet, and this is in US terms as well, when you do a treble crochet, this is how you do this in US. So I'm going to put my hook through the loop, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over again, and come through 2 loops. I didn't get her through all the loops there. There we go. And 2 loops, and 2 loops. Now this here, these first 4 chains that we skipped, that does count as a treble crochet, and then we have another treble crochet. That's going to give us our length, because we actually, the very first thing we're going to do after we do 4 more treble crochet is we're going to do twice, we're going to do 2 treble crochet together. So we're losing 2 stitches right here. So this adds the 2 stitches on at the end. What we just did adds those 2 stitches on at the end. Okay? So now I'm going to do 4 treble crochet. So I yarn over twice, and in the next stitch is a treble crochet. So here we go. Yarn over, bring it through back 2 loops, yarn over, 2 loops, yarn over, 2 loops, that's 1. Yarn over twice, next stitch, put the hook through, yarn over 2 loops, yarn over 2 loops, and yarn over 2 loops. Now we have 2. Remember what this is the initial 2. So now we have 2, we need 2 more. Yarn over twice, bring it through 2 loops, 2 loops, and 2 loops. Whoops. Yarn over twice. Going to go to the next stitch. Yarn over, bring it through. Yarn over, bring it through 2 loops. Yarn over 2 loops. And yarn over 2 loops. So let's take a look again. Remember we had this initial chain 4, so we started in the 5th loop. We have a treble crochet here, and then we added on 4 more treble crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now our next step is to yarn over twice, and we are going to do 2 treble crochet together. All right, so I've yarned over twice. I'm putting my hook in the next stitch, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, bring it through 2 loops, yarn over, bring it through 2 loops, and then hold. Keep both of those loops on the hook. Yarn over twice, go to the next stitch, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2 loops, yarn over, 2 loops, and we still have 3 loops on the hook. What we have, this is the loop from this previous treble crochet here that was complete. These are the 2 loops from the 2 treble crochets that we have not completed yet. See that? Now I'm going to yarn over and pull the loop through all 3 loops. So now these 2 treble crochet have 1 loop that you're working from. So you've just lost 1 stitch. You've tightened it up 1 stitch. So yarn over twice. We're going to do that again. Bring it through the loop and then go through 2 loops. This tail keeps getting in the way here. Sorry about that. 2 loops. Hold that loop on the hook. Yarn over twice. So we actually have like 4 loops on the hook. Go through the next chain. Yarn over, bring it through. Now we have 5 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yarn over, bring it through 2 loops. Yarn over through 2 loops. Now we have the 3 loops on the hook, and we're going to yarn over and go through all 3. So now you can see that we have completed our valley. We have 2 treble crochet together here and 2 treble crochet together here. That is the valley that we just formed. So I'm going to yarn over twice. Now we have to do 4 more treble crochet. So here we go. In the next stitch, yarn over and go through 2 loops, through 2 loops, 2 loops, yarn over twice. In the next stitch, go through 2 loops, come through 2 loops again, 2 loops, yarn over twice. In the next stitch, this should be our 3rd one, and then yarn over twice, and this should be number 4. Okay, so here was the ones where we did our treble crochet 2 together twice, right? So now 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our 4 treble crochet. I'm going to yarn over twice because now, so you can see how this is starting to form a little bit of a valley. It's a nice soft valley. It's not a real defined valley. It's just a nice soft little valley, more of a ripple than a real chevron. So I'm going to yarn over twice. Then here in this next stitch, I'm going to do 2 treble crochets. We're going to add 2 stitches right here. So there's the first, yarn over twice. In that same stitch, we're going to do another one. Because now we're going to add 2 stitches to come up to our peak. Yarn over twice, and then we go to the next stitch, and we're going to do 2 treble crochets here. And once you get going on this stitch pattern, it really works up fast. It's a lovely pattern. Okay, there's our 2. There's the start of our peak, right? Now I have to do 4 treble crochet because now we're going to come down the side. So in the next stitches, here's the first treble crochet, yarn over twice, and the next stitch, number 2, yarn over twice, next stitch is number 3, next stitch, number 4. Now I'm going to lay this out again so you can see it. Okay, you see how that's starting to show up here? Here's your soft little valley. Here's your peak coming up. Now we have another valley to do right here. So we're going to do that valley. So let me yarn over twice. So to do the valley, remember it's treble crochet, 2 together, and we do that twice. Now we stop with that loop on our hook, yarn over twice, go to the next stitch, yarn through 2 loops, yarn through 2 loops. We have our 3 loops on the hook. Bring it through all 3 loops. Yarn over twice. Now we go to the next stitch, 2 loops, 2 loops, hold that loop on the hook. My yarn is tangling here just a smidge. Yarn over twice, go to the next stitch, 2 loops, 2 loops, 2, oopsies. I gotta stop there for a second before I do that. I did the 2 loops and the 2 loops. Remember we had all 3 loops on the hook. Now I can bring it through all 3 loops. I want to make sure I explain that right to you. Okay, now we have 4 coming on the other side yet. So now we have 4 treble crochet. So it's really, it's to get every peak, it's adding on is 2 treble crochet in 2 spots and 2 treble crochet in the next spot. And then every valley you're taking away, you're doing 2 treble crochet together and 2 treble crochet together. So remember, because the valleys take 2 away, we have to add 2 on the end. Now, those first 2 here were added on the end because I had that initial chain 4 that I had that counted as a treble crochet, and I started in the 5th loop here. I did a treble crochet. Then we did 1, 2, 3, 4 treble crochet. Then I did 2 treble crochet together, 2 treble crochet together. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 coming up the side. Then to do the peak, I had 2 treble crochet in one space, 2 treble crochet in the next space. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 because I'm coming down the side. And then 2 treble crochet together, 2 treble crochet together, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm coming up the other side. I have 1 stitch left here, and I should have 1 stitch left here. Because we took 2 stitches away here, if I just ended with the 1 stitch, I wouldn't have a side that comes up nice and evenly. So now for the side to come up nice and evenly, in that last stitch, I am right in that last stitch, I'm going to do 2 treble crochet, and then that will end this row. So if you have 1 left, remember that there's a little bit more to do, that you've counted it right. When I was counting out my blanket and I did 172 stitches, I was like, oh, I hope I counted this right. I hope I counted this right. And I did, because it came out right. So row 1 is done. So now I'm going to get more yarn here, and I'm going to show you how it starts to look on row 2, and it really starts to go along very nicely. Row 2 is what you repeat the entire way. Row 2, you end the same way that I just ended here. So the only difference is how you start. You're going to start with a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over twice, and then in that same space, you're going to do a treble crochet. So I'm in the same space, I'm going to treble crochet. Yarn over twice, and then treble crochet in the next 4. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit faster here, just so you see how it's done, and I don't take up too much of your time. Okay, so now we have the 2, and then we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember, here's where we do 2 treble crochet together twice. So we go through the first one, 2 loops, hold the loop on, yarn over twice, go to the next stitch, go through 2 loops, and then through all 3. Yarn over twice, go through 2 loops, and 2 loops, yarn over twice, go through the loop, 2 loops, 2 loops, then you have 3 loops, and all 3 again. Yarn over twice, now we have to do 4 treble crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're at our peak, so now we add 2 in this stitchy here, 2 treble crochet right in that same stitch. Whoopsies. And it'd be nice if I yarned over twice, wouldn't it? Sometimes it's hard to remember to yarn over twice, so you get so used to doing double crochets. There we go, and I'm going to get some more yarn, and then we're going to finish this little peak here. Okay, I have more yarn. Whoopsies, then I pull it off of here. All right, we're going to finish this now. So we just had our 2 treble crochet here, 2 treble crochet here. So now we have our 4 treble crochet coming down the side. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're at our valley. Yarn over twice, and we're going to do treble crochet 2 together, yarn over twice, and all 3. We bring it through all 3. See that? Yarn over twice, go to the next stitch. Whoops. My yarn was pulling. Hold that loop on, double yarn over twice, go to the next stitch. There we go. And then go through all 3. And then we have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you should have 1 left. And then that one, then you're going to, right here in this end stitch, you're going to do 2 treble crochet. That row 2 that we just did, and I just did a double crochet, not a treble crochet. This row 2 that we just did is going to be how you complete this the rest of the way. And you make your blanket as big and as small as you would like it. And that is the pattern on how to do the ripple stitch. So I hope that you've enjoyed watching this tutorial. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date with the different tutorials and patterns I'll show you. And then also you can find written patterns on patternprincess.com as well. Thanks again. Have a wonderful day.